Car manufacturers don't skip model years. It doesn't happen. The entire industry runs on an annual cycle. New year, new badges, small updates, repeat. So when Hyundai announced that the Palisade would not have a 2026 model year in Korea, that they were skipping it entirely and jumping straight to 2027, the automotive press stopped and paid attention. Because brands only do that when they're about to do something significant enough that releasing a half measure in between would actually hurt them. And what Hyundai is about to release with the 2027 Palisade Calligraphy Black Ink is significant enough to make buyers in the $55,000 to $75,000 SUV segment ask a question that Hyundai's own luxury division probably doesn't want anyone asking out loud. Welcome to MotorDreamer, where we go past the press release and into the details that actually change the buying conversation. Today, we're breaking down the 2027 Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy, the SUV that just made owning a Genesis feels slightly harder to justify. To understand why the 2027 Palisade matters, you need to understand what Hyundai is doing with the Black Ink trim strategy, because it goes well beyond one SUV. Black Ink started with the IO and IQ9 electric SUV. Then it moved to the Santa Fe, then the Grandeur sedan. Each time the formula was the same: take Hyundai's flagship trim, strip out every piece of chrome, replace it with a high-gloss black finish across the grille, window surrounds, door handles, and accent elements, and position the result as stealth luxury rather than traditional premium. The effect is dramatic. Vehicles that looked premium suddenly look expensive. And now that formula is coming to the Palisade, Hyundai's most important three-row SUV, in the form of the 2027 Calligraphy Black Ink. Hyundai skipped an entire Korean model year to make sure this launch lands correctly. That is not a small decision. That is a brand telling you loudly that what's coming is worth waiting for. The design story of the 2027 Palisade Calligraphy starts with what's being removed. The current Palisade already has a strong presence: cascading rectangular DRLs, squared-off front end, upright liftgate, clean body lines with minimal cladding. The Black Ink treatment doesn't change those proportions. It recontextualizes them. Every piece of chrome that existed on the calligraphy trim is replaced with a high-gloss black finish. The signature grille goes full gloss black. The window surrounds go black. The door handles go black. The 21-inch alloy wheels are finished in black. The result is a monochromatic, single-color visual statement that reads as premium in a way that chrome accents simply don't anymore. In a parking lot full of silver-badged, chrome-trimmed three-row SUVs, the Palisade Calligraphy Black Ink looks like it belongs in a different category entirely, not because it changed its shape, but because it changed its language. And in the $55,000 SUV segment, visual language is doing a significant amount of work. Step inside the calligraphy and the conversation changes from impressive to genuinely hard to argue with. Hyundai has packed this cabin with a level of detail that reviewers who drove the 2026 version consistently describe using the same phrase: Genesis-level luxury. Nappa leather seating surfaces available in 4 color combinations, including black, brown, dark charcoal with brown stitching, and light gray with dark navy. Heated and ventilated front seats. Heated and ventilated second-row seats, something that vehicles costing significantly more don't always offer. Power folding third-row seats operated from the rear cargo area. A 14-speaker Bose audio system. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. 6 USB-C ports spread across all 3 rows, including the third. A UV sterilization compartment built into the front. A fingerprint scanner for driver recognition. Hyundai Digital Key 2, which lets you lock, unlock, and start the vehicle from an iPhone, Apple Watch, or Samsung Galaxy device. Acoustic laminated windshield and side windows for cabin quiet. Automatic leveling rear suspension. And an in-car intercom system that lets the driver speak to rear passengers without raising their voice. At a price point of approximately $57,555 for the AWD Calligraphy, that feature list is not supposed to exist. Under the hood, Hyundai has made a decision that will divide opinion, but for the right reasons. The naturally aspirated V6 that powered the Palisade for years is gone. In its place, Hyundai is offering 2 new 2.5-liter turbocharged powertrains. The base engine is a 2.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder producing 281 horsepower, slightly less than the V6 it replaces on paper, but with meaningfully more low-end torque for everyday driving. The flagship option is the 2.5-liter turbocharged hybrid. combining the four-cylinder with two electric motors and a 1.65 kilowatt-hour battery pack for a combined output of 334 horsepower. For a family three-row SUV, 334 horsepower is more than adequate, and the hybrid's fuel efficiency advantage over the old V6 is real and measurable. The 8-speed automatic transmission carries over, and all-wheel drive remains available across trims. But here's the honest question worth sitting with. In a vehicle this size, carrying a full family load, the hybrid powertrain prioritizes smoothness and efficiency over driver engagement. This is not an SUV that was built to be exciting to drive. It was built to be effortless to live with. Whether that distinction matters to you depends entirely on what you're buying a three-row family SUV to do. And now the part of this story that Hyundai probably didn't intend to become the most interesting detail, but it is. The 2027 Palisade Calligraphy, fully loaded with AWD, sits at approximately $57,555. The Genesis GV80, Hyundai's own dedicated luxury brand, the vehicle that was specifically created to offer premium credentials above the Palisade, starts at $59,695. That gap is $2,140. $2,000 separating a Hyundai badge from a Genesis badge. But here's where it gets more complicated. In the United States, the only way to get a genuine third row in the GV80 is the 3.5T Advanced trim, which starts at $75,795. So for a buyer who needs 3 rows, which is the primary reason most people are shopping the Palisade in the first place, the real Genesis comparison isn't $59,695 versus $57,555. It's $75,795 versus $57,555, an $18,000 gap. And reviewers who drove both vehicles back-to-back are consistent on one point. The Palisade Calligraphy has most of the luxuries of the GV80, just toned down slightly. For $18,000 less, Hyundai has built a vehicle that is actively eating the argument for its own luxury brand, and nobody at Hyundai seems particularly bothered by that. At $57,555 for the AWD Calligraphy, the 2027 Palisade sits in a segment that includes the Kia Telluride SX Prestige at $57,590. Essentially the same vehicle from the same corporate family, tuned differently. The Acura MDX at a similar price point, and the Volvo XC90, which opens above $60,000 for comparable specifications. Against the Telluride, it comes down to interior preference and ride tuning. Most automotive press gives the Telluride a slight edge in cabin refinement. But the Palisade answers back with more standard features per dollar, and the Black Ink visual identity that the Telluride simply doesn't offer. Against the Acura and Volvo, the Palisade undercuts both on price while matching or exceeding them on feature count in several categories. The towing capability, backed by automatic leveling rear suspension and trailer sway control that the GV80 doesn't even offer, adds a practical dimension that pushes this vehicle further into genuine utility territory. And the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty that covers Hyundai buyers is a long-term ownership argument that European brands at this price cannot match. So here is where the 2027 Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy Black Ink actually lands. Hyundai skipped a model year to deliver something that makes the $55,000 to $75,003 row SUV segment genuinely uncomfortable. The Black Ink design is the best the Palisade has ever looked, full stop. The interior feature list at this price should not be possible, but is. The hybrid powertrain is smooth, efficient, and honest about what it was built to do. And the Genesis comparison, the one that Hyundai probably didn't intend to become a headline, raises a question that $18,000 makes very hard to ignore. The 2027 Palisade Calligraphy is not trying to be the most exciting three-row SUV. It is not trying to be the most prestigious. It is trying to be the one that makes you feel like you got everything and paid for less of it than you expected. And based on everything this vehicle delivers, that argument is very difficult to walk away from. Would you choose the 2027 Palisade Calligraphy Black Ink over the Genesis GV80 or Kia Telluride? Or does the Hyundai badge still hold you back at this price? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to MotorDreamer and we'll see you in the next one.